Ladies and gentlemen, time now for our second quarter final, brought to you by Glitch Free. Fighting out of the blue corner from the nation's capital, representing the Lion Pits, please welcome Navajo Stirling.
Navajo Stirling is a young man with big raps on him. Stirling, of course, a very famous name from the martial arts community in Wellington. Big shout out to Marty Stirling up there. Navajo trains at the Lion Pit. Rian Reese, his trainer, and he is a very smart trainer, an up-and-comer Rian Reese. So I expect this young man to be well drilled, well prepared, and he's right above us ringside. He's certainly got some solid legs on him, Monty.
Absolutely what I was thinking, Mike. He has got a physique, but definitely the legs, and the legs are a big part of any sport, but especially kickboxing.
He's not a man you'll miss in a hurry either. He's very tall. He's got the peroxide blonde hair.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, rather the red corner, representing ETK Kickboxing here in Auckland. Please welcome Fou the Fabulous Ah-Lam.
You know, it's hard if you're...
Ladies and gentlemen,
we'll come back to that
fighting
after
out of the blue
Dobbo.
corner, a man who is undefeated after 6 fights, including 4 by KO. Representing the nation's capital, fighting out of Lion Pit. He tipped the scales at just under 92 kilos. They call him the Valerian Prince. He is Navajo Stirling. And out of Auckland, in the blue corner, with a fight record of 16 wins, 2 by KO with only 3 defeats. He tipped the scales at 91.2 kilos, representing ETK. He is the fabulous one. He is Fou Ah-Lam.
Not a lot of expression on Fou Ah-Lam's face. Normally he's smiling and relaxed, and that could be an indicator of how seriously he's taken this fight.
You heard at your briefing, protect yourselves at all times. Keep it clean, keep it mana. Touch gloves.
Victoria Nansen once again, the third woman in centre ring. Navajo Stirling, the man from the capital, from the Lion Pit. And the local boy, Fou Ah-Lam, more experienced. And we're underway. Near kick to start things off. Stirling looking to use his range to check that kick. Fou Ah-Lam wanting to get on early. Just a jab on the way in. looked like it to me. He's just a little bit upright, and Fou Ah-Lam's noticed it, and he's looking for that overhand right. All the Lion Pit fighters, Monty, are very good with their counter kicking. He's going to need his hands to keep Ah-Lam off. A big right hand there, landed right on the chin.
Stirling wants to get outside that range. He wants to be able to have the choice of using either. Obviously adept with both his hands and his legs. Fou Ah-Lam, he loves coming forward. He loves the pressure.
Sterling, he's just experience showing here. See how his hands are close together and tight in front of him. And he's had that lead hand extended out more. He's not taking advantage of his height. He's got a good jab and he needs to use it. Defensively too, he's taking a fair few of those leg kicks. And that's not something he wants to take, particularly in an 8-man contest. Fou Ah-Lam just slowed down a bit. He set the pace early on in the fight. Stirling finding his range. He's landed a couple of nice body kicks, but he's just unable to get out of the way of that straight right hand. The boxing defense needs a little bit of work, Monty.
Ah-Lam doesn't really have a beat. He's very much unorthodox. He goes on the offbeats in times, on occasion. This is a 92 kg man competition. I tell you what, Stirling is every bit of the 92 kgs of pure muscle. Big legs.
He gets those kicks up very well. Just a little bit upright. He's a guy we're going to have to watch. Fou Ah-Lam, just be good to see him add a left hook or a left uppercut off that right hand that he's landing quite frequently. He's just allowing Stirling to set the range now. Stirling backing off. Ah-Lam just needs to close the distance on him. Not allow him to establish a range and pick him up. Pick him off, rather. Missed with the uppercut, Stirling. Throws the kick from in close. It misses, but it's just a reminder to Fou Ah-Lam. Very quick to break up. Of course, this is not Thai boxing rules. Another heavy leg kick from Ah-Lam. He just needs to continue to go there. Not enough work out of the break from these boys. Good start, aggressive start for Fou Ah-Lam. Monty, how did you see the round playing out?
I was going to ask you, Mike. I thought it was an evenly contested round. Wasn't too sure which way to go. Maybe the aggressor, the guy that's coming forward a bit more in Fou Ah-Lam, managed to land a few more leg shots, and we know that that's scored well.
But you know what?
I think he landed the cleaner shots early. Jason Suddy in his corner now. Let's have a listen.
Can you feel it? You're walking, everything else is perfect. Just your gut, just go a little bit higher. Walk forward, walk forward. When you hit him, we haven't tried his body out yet, so I want to try his body this round. Okay, I want to try with outside.
Okay, listen up real quick, right? Every time you throw in your hands, you try to counter right over the top of it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what I want you to do is throw that counter in. After that counter, go straight down the tube. Nice long, okay? Yeah. Make sense? And every now and then, go back to the body.
That's perfect instruction, Monty Beethan. They've noticed it. They've noticed the overhand rights landing. They need him to adapt. I probably would have said just make sure that it doesn't land on the first case. Roll with it. But good instructions from the corner of the Lion Pit. There was a inside kick that looked a little bit straight up and down.
Instruction on point. Let's see if he can execute now, Stirling.
Jason
task ahead is.
Jason Suddy also asked Ah-Lam to go to the body this round. Those leg kicks. And left, that right kick landed. It was the instep of the foot, not the shin, which is good for Ah-Lam that he didn't get collected too badly. But Navajo Stirling, he's remained composed under pressure and is starting to find a little home. You can see too, he's just showing a few fakes as well. Now starting to use the range. And again, just not enough work in that clinch from either boy. They should at least try and throw a knee, catch the judges' attention. Good work with the 1-2 from Navajo Stirling. Backs Fou Ah-Lam up to the ropes. Ah-Lam trying to fight his way out of the red corner. You could see there, Monty, you could see he was trying to execute that that counter right hand off the overhand.
And it's a hard one to execute, though. Obviously, Alam was a quick trigger on that. Maybe later on in the bout when he tires a bit more, and may be able to execute with a little bit more ease.
Throws those head kicks very well, Navajo Stirling. Gets him up there nicely. Here's a young man who's got plenty of potential. Much more evenly contested round, this one. Both boys got a good squared up now. They're finding their range, finding a rhythm. Exchange of right hands. Both clean. Neither had a lot of KO punch behind it. Alam going with the jab to the body. Good work from Alam. He missed with his punching shots, but landed downstairs. See how he just gets behind that shoulder, Monty? It'd be good for him to just turn around and look for the left hook there.
Absolutely, I've enjoyed this round. More of a to and fro. Guys starting to see what they need to do, how they counter, or how they add on to a particular combo to get some success. Still not a lot of work in those clinches like you've been asking for, Mike.
Well, there's just an opportunity to throw a single knee and then maybe come off with second phase hands. And again, Alam, when he gets outside underneath that left hand, it's a good opportunity for him to change the angle and throw the left hook. He's now just starting to find a little more difficulty in bridging the gap. And as he's caught on the outside, that allows Stirling to use the range to land that straight right as we just saw, and also to land those kicks up high. Just 5 seconds to go, and this is the second round. Much harder to pick this time around. Well, I'm going to stay sitting on the fence. I'm leaning towards Navajo Stirling in the second round. Monty, which way are you feeling it?
Yeah, I'm thinking Navajo Stirling in that second round. I tell you what, by the end, or the later end of the second round, he started to see, it was clear that he did have actually the reach on Fou Ah-Lam. That wasn't obvious very early on. He started to get his range right, get a read, and intercept him when he was on his way in. Fou Ah-Lam, so be careful he doesn't drift in. He's got to know when he comes in, he's going to come in firing.
Let's head into the lion pit corner.
I want you to have a little push and fucking fight him instead of wasting time.
Yeah.
Make sense? Don't waste time. It's too close to call.
Yeah.
Go in there and show it. Go in there and show it.
And then throw your hooks.
Well, when the corners are telling you it's too close to call, Monty, everything very much in the balance. So both these guys will know if they want to progress, they need to take this third and final.
Well, it's a brave corner if they think you're ahead, or even tell you that you're ahead, especially with this day and age in terms of the officiating out there. The only way you can win, and win, obviously, is by knockout.
Yeah, well, you take it out of the judge's hands. Alam going to that leg kick. He walked into a straight knee there. Now, that's better work from Stirling, just firing the knee before the referee broke it. And again, he showed the right hand and then went high with the head kick. Alam trying to bully him against the ropes. Nice adaptation from Stirling. He's now becoming more dynamic in the clinch. And more combinations from the outside. Returns the low kick with interest, Fou Ah-Lam. He now needs to use his lead hand himself, drop it down to the chest. The second phase off those low kicks when he lands. Take advantage of that. Nice work from Stirling off the clinch now. What he's doing is he's found his range and he's scoring points, and Fou Ah-Lam needs to get back on the judges' scorecards.
I keep hearing about how this is the hardest competition to win, 3 fights, and that's if it's just 3 rounds. Don't forget, it can be an extension round if needed, if necessary. This potentially could be one of those here tonight.
I like the way that Stirling is picking his shots well. He's started to bring his hands more into play. Stepped onto that right hand, and we saw the chin just rattle just a moment, momentarily in Alam. But he's got a great set of whiskers, good granite contact there. Well, Stirling, I think, has rattled up a few more points in this third and final, but still a minute to go. And I think the man who wins this final minute will potentially win the fight. Both boys stealing the points back. It's a to and fro battle.
Oh, it's that close. If he gets you and he scores, you've got to hit back straight away. Wipe that slate clean, get it out of the judge's mind.
Like to see Alarm just double up that right hand to the body and then flip it over the top of the head. And again, you saw him double up to the body, but you see the bring the left hand backward, chop down with the right hand over the top. Navajo Stirling, he's using his left hand to nullify the right hand as well. Well, the roles have reversed, just 10 seconds to go in the second quarter final. Navajo Stirling might be in line for a little bit of an upset here. I think he scored a little more frequently in the third and final, but it has been too close to call throughout. Very evenly contested rounds. Don't forget, in the event of a draw, we do go to an extension round. Now, Monty, this was a very, very close round.
It was. Like you meant, the roles were reversed. Both men sort of changed it up. It's good to watch. Really has lifted in the last two rounds. We mentioned that there's a potential of having a fourth round, extension round. I don't know, Mike, but I think I'm leaning towards that. What say you?
Well, it's hard for me to pick because, of course, we're commentating and not judging, and that does make a difference. But very, very close rounds. Navajo Stirling landed some eye-catching kicks, some good work to the body. Fou Ah-Lam landed the low kicks throughout, and good hands, particularly in the first two rounds with the overhand right. For mine, it all depends on that second round. It could have swung either way, very much a swing round. I think Stirling did enough in the third and final to take it.
If we can have the fighters to center ring, please. Judge 1 scores to about 30-27. Judge 2 scores to about 29-29. Judge 3 scores to about 30-27. Winner by majority decision and advancing to the semi-final. Fighting out of the red corner.